Welcome everyone. We're about to start and it's a good problem. Some folks are looking for seats, so if you have a purse on a chair or a jacket and you don't mind moving that, maybe scooch in, and that way some folks who are going to come in a little late can slide on in. That would be great. Thank you. That reminds me to tell you to turn off your phones. Perfect. Actually, while we're doing that, because this is going to start so magically, so I'm going to say a bunch of junk for a second, and then we're going to forget all about it like I was never here. So make sure your phones are off, like off if possible. Please only leave it on if like there's a babysitter at home and you got to know what's happening. Otherwise, off if you don't mind. If you need to use the restroom, we ask that you go through those doors. There's one behind there, and then there are two more downstairs. I was never here. You never heard that. This is going to start beautifully. Yeah, I'm going to go backwards. We are a group of treble singers, all committed not just to creating beautiful Jewish music together, but learning together and creating community together. We do not consider ourselves a women's choir in order to be a place where any gender who can sing alto or soprano feels welcome. Many of our singers are Jewish, but several are not, and we come from all different spiritual backgrounds. The goal of creating this group was to bring a diverse group of folks together who would otherwise not have a common Jewish experience. We wanted to welcome singers who identify with a variety of Jewish identities or do not identify as Jewish at all. For the music that we do, while they all have Jewish connections, the stories and the themes are universal. And you may notice that we are performing, and we rehearse here, specifically in a non-Jewish space. This is on purpose, so that we wouldn't belong to any particular synagogue if that was where we did our work. So here we are, in beautiful St. Bede's. The song that you just heard is a song in Ladino, the language of Spanish Jewry that combines Spanish, Hebrew, and Aramaic. Interestingly, Ladino wasn't considered specifically a Jewish language until the expulsion from Spain in 1492. It was simply a language of the reason. Then cut off from Spain, the language continued on to become uniquely Jewish. In World War II, the Nazis destroyed most of the Ladino-speaking people of Europe, but those who escaped have kept the language alive. It is believed that today, in Israel, there are still approximately 200,000 people who at least have a basic understanding of Ladino. And in the US, there are still pockets where it is used in Seattle, Los Angeles, New York, and Florida, as well as in parts of Latin America. I didn't mean to have my back to you. Los Bilbilicos, the Nightingales, is a wonderful introduction to the theme of our concert, All You Need Is Love, since this poem is of romantic love. And we're going to keep on with the theme of romantic love with our next piece that actually isn't Jewish at all, except for the fact that the composer is a well-known Jewish composer. In fact, it is a Buddhist poem that was learned by the composer in her work as an ethnomusicologist. Although this composer, Andrea Clearfield, is not religious in any way, or perhaps not even practicing, as many of us who identify as Jewish are not. But her effect on the Jewish music scene is not to be ignored. She's worked closely with Hila Plitman, Israeli soprano, musician, and poet who wrote the text of the next pieces you will hear in a bit. She's worked closely with the LA Jewish Symphony here in Los Angeles. She's been found to use melodies related to chanting of Torah and even midrash, sort of the stories behind the stories in her works. And perhaps it's just the fact that she is Jewish is an example of Jewish artists, while embracing their identity, want to be known as much more than a Jewish composer. In fact, she doesn't really like it when she's spoken of that way. So sorry, Andrea, we're introducing you as a Jewish composer. And maybe perhaps I just wanted to include her because she's kind of a cool, talented gal from Philly, like me. So I wanted to include her. So here is Segola, and first reading the poem for us is Ren.
At the threshold of this life, a vast lake appeared before me. The lake unfurled like a flower, a young woman I desired. The right side, the father's side, inspired purity, like the wisdom of a monk whose knowledge is vast as the sky. On the left side, the mother's side, the householder's wife is like a goddess, Tara. From the high land of the rocky hills, I look down upon a beautiful green valley. Just as this high mountain pasture nurtures luscious grass, it is my karma to wed this beautiful bride at the threshold of this life.
If you are a fan of choral music at all, you've probably heard of Eric Whitacre. He's a Los Angeles beloved composer of many, many favorite works. Fortunately for us, he composed a set of Hebrew love songs written by his then wife, Hila Plittman. They were romantically traveling through the Swiss Alps, giving concerts, when a friend requested he compose a set of troubadour songs for piano, violin, and soprano. Eric asked his wife to write a few short poems in her native tongue of Hebrew, and this set of 5 songs were created for her to perform. Later it became a piece for SATB choir, then for treble choir. In his introduction to the work, he wrote, "Each of the songs captures a moment that Hila and I shared together. Kala Kala, which means light bride, was a pun I came up with when she was first teaching me Hebrew. The bells at the beginning of Eze Sheleg are the exact pitches that awakened us each morning in Germany as they rang from the nearby cathedral. These songs are profoundly personal for me, born entirely out of my new love for the soprano, poet, and now my beautiful wife, Hila Plittman." Now, if you are a fan of Eric Whitacre, you might also know that he and Hila are no longer married. And so we talked about singing an intimate work of passion when we are aware that romance died away. We talked about our own lives, loves gained and lost, even simply changed in the long-term relationships as we become partners and friends and perhaps aren't clinging to those church bells the way we used to. And we invite you to do the same. Reach into your memories, and if you're lucky enough to have a memory from when love was totally new and fresh, a moment in time when the whole world seemed to disappear except for the two of you, maybe close your eyes and try to see and feel it. Maybe that person's even with you today, and you can give each other a nod about those first days. And if they're elsewhere, whether they're still with you or maybe now off in other relationships, maybe it's an excuse just to recall what was. And so we're going to allow ourselves for the next few minutes to return to a world of young, exciting, new love. It's 5 short pieces, so you can wait to applaud till the end. larger group is going to take a seat, and a smaller group is going to come forward. So we continue with mostly an a cappella set, which means there's no accompaniment, with our smaller group who is up to the task for trying some challenging music. We start with Dorme Dorme, a Ladino lullaby of Jewish-Spanish origin, focusing on a parent's love for a child. To give you some cultural differences between Ashkenazi and Sephardic tradition, here are a few things. Consider that in Ashkenazi, matzo ball soup. Sephardi, shakshuka. At Passover, if you're Ashkenazi, you're not eating anything that might be puffy, not even mustard seeds. Bet you didn't know that. Well, I know some of you knew that one. I didn't know that one. And if you're Sephardi, you eat a lot of things called ki'iyot, like rice, lentils, and corn during Passover. And if at your Seder you didn't hit each other with scallions, you're not at a Sephardic Seder. This lullaby is so beloved, and this arrangement does what choral music usually doesn't do, and it gives the melody to a group of altos. It never happens. The richness speaks of a deep mother's voice, wishing her baby to sleep with the focus on their mother singing the Shema prayer for the child. To me, one can hear in the sopranos a clock striking, or maybe it's bells ringing. See what you hear and discover. And our friend Cheryl is going to read the poem to you first.
Sleep, sleep, mother's little one, free from worry and grief. Listen, my joy, to your mother's words, the words of Shema Yisrael. Sleep, sleep, mother's little one, with the beauty of Shema Yisrael.
was commissioned in honor of the 50th anniversary of Kristallnacht, the Night of Broken Glass, in 1938, when Nazis destroyed Jewish property and essentially the war was declared against the Jewish people of Germany and Austria. It was written there by someone who had been in hiding. The original poem was actually a little different than the version that we will sing. a version that has been set now to music many, many times. Of course, the original was not in English, but even in German, the order of the poem was slightly different. We are going to sing the following. I believe in the sun, even when it is not shining. I believe in love, even when feeling it not. I believe in God, even when God is silent. But perhaps a more direct translation of the original poem is this. I believe in the sun, though it be dark. I believe in God, though he be silent. I believe in neighborly love, though it be unable to reveal itself. So what's the difference? In the original German text, there is an awareness that the sun is in fact shining. It's just unavailable to these folks who are hiding in the dark. There is a belief in God even though either they are unable to hear God's voice or they feel that God may have turned away. And in reference to loving one's neighbor in Torah, there is a belief it is still possible to love the stranger as oneself, even though right now it isn't so. Or perhaps because whomever was helping those in hiding could not reveal who they were. That's enough, I don't have to say it. We traded pieces.
This is even when God is silent.
We're going back one piece in your program. I got too excited, I guess. This is another a cappella piece, no accompaniment. Again, this one is not composed by someone who's Jewish, but it was commissioned for the adaptation of Psalm 85, Psalms being part of the Hebrew Bible. The reason why this piece feels so Jewish to me is because of the composer's choice to really focus on the word shalom instead of the word peace in a work that's otherwise done in English. Her focus on shalom, as the other voices sing of a dream place where truth and mercy will kiss, is a moving one. For the word shalom means more than peace. It means completeness. It's inner contentment. Shalom is the kind of peace that theoretically no one can take away, and thus much more powerful than just the plain old word we know of peace. The composer, Dr. Persephone Powell, admired all around the choral world, again, while not Jewish, plugged deeply into Jewish passion for this peace. And so what is the love for this? Of course, peace. Shalom. going to do was composed by none other than my husband. With a... Wow, okay. I haven't even told you where he is yet. Just wait. With a poem by me. Now Thank you, exactly. Now, my husband is an incredible composer, and I was a full-time choral conductor when he composed this for the choir at the Ramona Convent Secondary School, where I was the choir teacher. At that time, he wrote several pieces that were published as part of the Roger Wagner choral series, and yes, he is Jewish. The poetry, if you can call it that, came from these tiny little poetry magnets. It was a box of words that you could mix and match on your fridge to make a poem. And that's exactly what I did. It was an awareness of us choosing to live in Santa Monica, California, in no small part because of the ocean. We did not have children yet, but knew we probably would. We were called to the West Coast and to the ocean and to a totally different life than what was possible where either of us grew up on the East Coast. And so the magnets I pulled out said, search west evening ocean, whisper of love, murmur of ancient change, follow long road to song, child, and peace. Ours has been a house of music near the rumblings of the ancient ocean waves, one that has now raised 2 children, and we're about to be empty nesters. And we hope that as we go through that process, we will continue to be a home for peace for all. This is Search West. Now we invite back up our big group for a set of more popular style songs written by Jewish composers. We start with the song Love is Here to Stay by George and Ira Gershwin. An interesting fact is that this was George Gershwin's final composition. Ira had to put lyrics to it after his brother's death. And while it is certainly intended to be a song about romantic love, open up your imagination a bit and think of it as also being inspired by familial love. After After all, it is a song about love that will endure. And there was Ira, without his brother, writing these words. We have two final pieces for you, and after we sang Church West, I forgot to go like this to our amazing solo, so I'm going to do it now. We finish our concert with two pieces by Jewish songwriters. We shall sing of the love of friendship as we close out our time together today with Carole King and the musical Rent. And for the Carole King piece, our soloists are in fact close friends.
When you're down and troubled and and blood, sweat, and tears that they put into giving us this opportunity to sing together and making us sound amazing. So thank you so much, both of you. And we're so grateful.